This is Jagtar Shirgil at School of Gratitude. Today I'm going to give some insurance tips. A lot of people are going back to work now after this coronavirus quarantine at home, and a lot of people were laid off or either working from home. And many people put their car insurance on hold, like on fire and theft, which we call it comprehensive coverage. And some people put the coverage on pleasure use only because they were using the vehicle only for pleasure, not going to work, going to do grocery or some other things. So now when you're going back to work, make sure you call your insurance broker or insurance company to put the coverage back on the road, because it's very important that you give the call to the company or insurance broker. Also make sure that you send in writing by email or text message to your broker. At least you have a record. Sometimes broker is busy, but as long as you have a record, you can go back and talk to them that you want the coverage from this date and you said so. Second thing is, like, when you are putting the coverage back on now, because before your premium was less, you were paying maybe only for fire and theft coverage or for pleasure use only. So when you are changing the policy to full road coverage, your policy will be coming back in your mail within 3 to 4 weeks. You will see the payment difference, because let's say if your policy is 5.5 months more to go for the renewal, and when your policy comes after 1 month, and company make only 4 payments. So for 5.5 months premium, they are making only 4 payments. So definitely there will be many cases more monthly premium because the number of the payments, and also there can be a change of date when your payment is going from your account. So make sure when the policy comes your mail after the changes, read it, check your payment schedule and payment amount, and if you have any doubt or question, make sure you call your broker or insurance company to find out how it is so that you are satisfied. But make sure don't let this policy cancel for non-payment or NSF, because non-payment affects big time on your insurance. You might be paying around $200, but if the policy cancelled for non-payment, sometimes you are out of the regular market. Even if you are in the regular market, your payment is mostly higher. It can be around $250 or $300. It's quite a difference in amount, because company is looking for stability from the client, the financial stability. So if you're not financially stable, cannot make payments, so you getting double dip. First you are cancelled for non-payment, second when you are trying to get it, you are getting much higher rate. So first time you're lucky, you will get chance to go to regular market, but if your policy is cancelled for second time for non-payment, now you have 2 non-payments within the 3 years. So now when you looking to get insurance in another market, it will be very difficult. You will not get an insurance anywhere in the regular market like Aviva, Intact, Travelers, Wawanisa, Pembridge, or other company like RBC and TD, or many other companies which are good companies, you name it. And you are only going to be in the high risk market, and sometimes facility is the only last resort, facility association, where your policy can be more than double what you were paying before. Plus you will not be able to get monthly payments. You will have to pay the full premium upfront, 6 months policy or yearly policy. Some company might have 3 months policy, like we have 3 months policy. We can do it for certain cases. So make sure you do that. And third thing is like a misrepresentation or fraud. So when you are getting the insurance or you're applying for new insurance, make sure you use the proper home address. The baseline is you should use the address where your car is parked at night. So don't use the address if you're living in Brampton, Toronto, Mississauga area where our office is, and you're using far away of address where the insurance rates are lower. So that's fraud, because if you got caught when you are in accident, adjuster asked you questions and you cannot prove your address, your insurance claim can be denied, and plus you will get fined for fraud, and your record will be shown as misrepresentation, and you will not get insurance at least for 3 years with any good company, and you will be paying much more premium. And fourth thing is convictions. Like when you are driving, make sure you try as much as possible to avoid convictions. At speeding tickets, like distracted driving, that's a major one, because if you are driving and texting or cell phone use, so that's very distracting, and some companies are charging this ticket as a major ticket, and once you got this ticket, you are out of good rates for auto insurance. So make sure you avoid that. A lot of things are in your hand, but sometimes it's beyond your control. Same thing, speeding ticket. If you're driving over 50 kilometers speed limit, that become a major ticket. That's also bringing you much pain in terms of paying more premium. And other thing is like accidents. So try to avoid accidents, because when you have a one at fault accident, you are losing accident free discount, and once you have a second accident, lot of companies are not giving you insurance. You still become a high risk. So two at fault accidents make you high risk, and your insurance will be significantly higher. If you have a clean record for over 6 years and you have no accident in the past 6 years, you might get a accident forgiveness with many companies where your first at fault is free. Nowadays, some companies also giving you minor at fault, not at fault. In their case, if your claim is less than $2,000 and you sort out between two parties and insurance company didn't pay any money, so that minor at fault accident could be considered not at fault. So that you can also talk to your insurance broker or insurance company. And third, last thing is like do not drink and drive, because if you drink and drive, there's no insurance coverage on your vehicle. If you injured somebody and they make a claim, that claim can go on your personal property or your other assets. So if you have a brand new car and you're driving, you will lose your driver license, your vehicle, and there will be no coverage. So make sure do not drink and drive.